Oscar Pistorius was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment as the Paralympian 7-month-long trial came to an end today. Let's take a quick look at the events that led to today's outcome.
On Valentine's Day in 2013, South Africans woke up to the news that a woman had been shot dead in the home of Oscar Pistorius. Hours later, it emerged that the nation's sports hero had gunned down his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp after he thought she was an intruder. 4 days after the shooting, the 29-year-old law graduate was laid to rest in a private service, attended only by close friends and family in Port Elizabeth. On the 22nd of February, after a 3-day hearing, Judge Desmond Naicker granted Pistorius R1 million bail. The following week, the Blade Runner's legal counsel successfully contested his bail conditions, which they described as house arrest. Just over a year after the fatal shooting, the entire world was glued to the media as Pistorius' trial commenced on the 3rd of March in the North Gauteng High Court. The primary charge by the state was premeditated murder, to which Pistorius pleaded not guilty. On the 28th of March, after calling 21 witnesses to the stand, the prosecution closed its case. The next day, much to the disappointment of millions gripped to the trial who were expecting Pistorius to start testifying, the judge announced that the court will adjourn for 2 weeks as one of her assessors was ill. The court case then resumed on the 7th of April, with Pistorius in the witness box. After a grueling 5 days of cross-examination, Pistorius stepped down from the stand. 2 days later, the court once again adjourned for 2 weeks, this time for the Easter break. The trial then resumed on the 5th of May with the defense presenting its evidence. On the 20th of May, Judge Masipa ordered that Pistorius undergo a 30-day mental evaluation at Westkopie's psychiatric hospital. This was after defense witness psychiatrist Meryl Forster testified that she believed Pistorius suffered from an anxiety disorder. On the 30th of June, the trial resumed and the mental evaluation report showed Pistorius does not suffer from generalized anxiety disorder. On the 7th of August, the state, in its closing arguments, asked the court to reject the disgraced Paralympic athlete's defense, calling it devoid of any truth. The next day, the defense closed its argument, with advocate Barry Roux telling the court that the athlete's primal instincts kicked in when he shot Riva Steenkamp dead. The trial commenced on the 11th of September. Judge Masipa found Pistorius guilty of culpable homicide, saying he acted negligently in the killing. She also convicted him on 1 count of firing a gun in a restaurant. On the 13th of October, the sentencing hearing began. The defense requested that Pistorius be placed under house arrest for 3 years and conduct community service. The state requested that Pistorius be jailed for 10 years. On the 21st of October, Pistorius was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. Christine Mundwa, CNBC Africa, Johannesburg.